Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So, as yesterday, as I said yesterday, it's not getting involved in this one, and this is Euro USD. We bottom of this range again. We did have a breakout, didn't get support, so that breakout was a fake out. Now we are just toying with the bottom here. Lots going on. Oscillators group to the downside here. A little bit lower than what it is here. There's nothing really. There's no indication here on the 8-hour that we have a direction just yet. So moving down to the hour, and you can see yesterday we sort of hovered around here in the range, and this is where the opening range comes into play. So the London breakout strategy, and you can see pretty much when you do get the break, there's a high probability that it's going to go in the direction. But you can see here we hit the range target right there, which was at the bottom of the bigger range, and then we basically shot above it to the range target to the upside. So for me, there's nothing here worth trading. So this is the kind of thing that you're going to be doing on a 15 or a 5-minute chart, and you can see there's your break. Normally the retest comes back either to the bottom here or the 50%. There is a bit of structure there at the 50%, and that's exactly where you would have had an opportunity to get in short with the trend, stop up here, and aim for the range target. Anyway, normally, and the other thing that normally happens with this kind of structure is when we do get a range break, very rarely, or an opening range break, very rarely does it break the range to the upside. So that is another sign that this thing is confused. So for me, I am still sitting quietly on the side and waiting for us to break through one of these extreme levels. So it'll be 102.688 or alternatively 101.277. Moving on to US dollar Japanese yen, and all we have here is a triangle forming. Here it is there. Another sign of confusion, and we slap bang in the middle of the moving averages. Oscillators not giving us any key on the 8-hour. If we drop down to the time frame we want to be trading in, this looks like a potential break off this structure here, which is 133.609 for a continuation to the upside. So if that happens, then you're going to see Euro USD fall. So there are signals here that it could be a continuation up. This is also a flat top triangle break, but there's only one touch here, so I'm not going to put too much emphasis on that. Oscillator is also agreeing with the structure here. For me personally, I think we're going to need to get above the high of yesterday, come back and test it, and hold it up there for me to be convinced it's moving back to the upside. So lots going on here, and nothing worth risking my money for at the moment on the dollar. Moving on to the pound, British pound, Japanese yen. Was expecting us to reject this area yesterday at 161.824, and we didn't. We shot right through it and sort of came back into this cluster here. And if you look what I'm talking about, you see lots of tails in this area, and I can extend it through. I don't need to extend it, I just need to do that. And you can see there is a lot going on in this zone. So this is another one which basically what's happening is that retail traders are just getting taken out because nobody's really got is convinced of a direction just yet. So you would have seen a lot of people that would have had entries here at the stop and here. You would have had short entries here, and the reason this candle is so long is because you would have had a lot of stops pretty much above this area or just above the gap. People had tight stops here, and that just triggered all the stops, and then we start going sideways. It's not bouncing off structure, it's not doing anything, so it's another one where I am just leaving it well alone. Lastly, Euro British pound, and we had that big pin bar last week, as I said, and we had another one to the start of the week, and it's been kind of one-way traffic to the downside, but we're not bouncing off structure, and I would have expected us to come back and bounce off 0.84420. That did not happen. You can see we attempted to it. We did get the 155 EMA. So hindsight being a perfect science, there's your range bar, then you've got an engulfing bar here. So your entry would have been here with a stop up there, 200 point stop loss, roughly 200 point gain. So this is another one that I am very cautious of. See what happens here. We did get a sort of a weird close below it, but the oscillator's all grouped to the downside. I don't want to be jumping in short here. I would much prefer price to come back onto structure and get, just get some structure at 0.84200 before looking for a continuation down. So within the Forex, we are shooting through support and resistance. We're not bouncing off it. So there is zero structure. So in my books, that is a sign that we are confused. The market is confused as to what's going on. And we need to just wait for things to settle down. And it could take a long time. Don't get me wrong. It could take a very, very long time. But that is my view at the moment. I'm staying well away from Forex. And we will see what's happening on the indexes now. Anyway, hope that helps. And we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.